Today the topic is patterns, linking words and transition words inside readings. So, what is it for and what are they? A pattern is a regular way that something is organized or done. Many things around us are organized into patterns. For example, cities or supermarkets or even your notebook divided in 3 sections. So, which are the patterns commonly used? The patterns commonly used are listing, sequence, comparison and contrast, problem and solution, and cause and effect. There are many different types of linking words as you have seen in the exercises, but usually we have these 5 patterns inside the arguments. Every pattern has signal words. For example, listing has, for the main idea, many, several, a lot of, a few, a number, or various. For supporting detail, one, first, then another, in addition, also, or moreover. Pay attention to the ideas that I'm placing here in sequence. Because in the sequence section, we have 2 types of sequence. We have the sequence of events in time and the sequence of process. If we have a sequence of events in time, this is going to be similar to the reading of Marco Polo, where we had a sequence of events in time. But if we have a sequence of process, it explains to us how to do something or how something is done. For example, when you go to see how a book is done, or to see what is the process of collecting the fruit and making a juice. The comparison and contrast pattern can be done in 2 different ways, in similarity and difference. The idea of this pattern is that you have 2 things, people, places to be compared, but you can compare them in how they are similar or how they are different. So not because it says contrast, it means that it has to be like positive, negative all the time. You have to be careful about this. Cause and effect. As a result of, because of, due to, as a consequence, caused, resulted in, the reason for, and because by are common words to interpret this pattern. This pattern can be done 1 cause, several effects, or 1 effect, several causes. So you also have to be careful on how to read this pattern. Problem and solution. It usually introduces the problem by content words, not necessarily linking words that refer to a problem, such as situation, issue, crisis, question, dilemma, and trouble. Problem and solution, they usually interpret the solution by giving words such as solve, resolution, resolve, decide, one of the ways we can help, etc. Okay? So here I'm going to give you an example. This is an example of a listing pattern. As you can see, the first sentence says there are several different theories about the origin of the moon. So several different theories gives you the idea that they are going to give you at least 2 or 3 of them. And then in the paragraph, you're going to find at least 3. Can you find them? In fact, there are 4. Can you find them? Okay, you should have found these linking and transition words. 1 theory, a second, yet another, the final theory. I also want you to check how the sentence structure is followed, and each idea has a different sentence. So we are respecting the idea of subject, verb, complement, and punctuation marks. Every pattern has a way to organize their ideas, and the idea of this strategy is for you to understand how arguments connect to each other. Okay? Remember that linking words and transition words give us the idea on how ideas connect inside a text, and also which ideas are connected. Okay? So it's important for you to remember the linking words, but also to have logical connections inside the text. Why do we learn this? In fact, the human brain prefers patterns. When it receives new information, it tries to fit the information into some kind of pattern, and this is why people tend to find or make patterns all around them. Life is easier with patterns. Reading too.